Hi guys, Erin from VixenDaily here, and today we're going to talk about the best text messages to make a guy miss you. And it's going to require knowing what makes a good text message in general. So, I'm going to get right to the point and tell you what makes these texts work is that they tell him he makes you feel something good, as in you make me happy, you make me feel inspired, you make me feel understood, etc. Number two, tell him you enjoy and appreciate him and how he makes you feel. Men love to be appreciated, and knowing that you appreciate him is going to warm his heart and make him feel good. Number three, tell him you see him in a great light. Now, I'm going to give you specific texts that either accomplish all three of these things, but at the very least, we'll be doing at least one. So these are recurring themes that you'll see across the board. It's going to be something you see in all text messaging with men. And even in a relationship in general, men love to feel those three things and experience them. Now, before I go into the exact text messages though, I want to tell you what it is important to never do. These text messages do not come across as being needy, fishing for some kind of a forced response to make you feel good. So for example, maybe you say, I miss you because secretly you want him to say it back to you. Maybe you say, I love you because you are thinking that the relationship is failing and he hasn't been responding. So you send him a text saying how much you love him and you expect him to reply with some romantic paragraph that makes you feel good. It's not going to be a good thing if you're coming across as wanting some kind of a response. So it's very important to understand that fishing for any forced response is a horrible mindset to have when you're sending a text message, and it will make him feel that vibe of not really sending it just because you feel it, but rather to extract a response. And men do not respond well to that. Number two, they're not asking for anything or for him to do something for you, say something to you, solve something for you, talk about something with you, etc., etc. They're from a place of purely giving with the intention of just making him feel good and appreciated. So you're not sending him a text complaining or, downloading all of your frustrations onto him. You are just sending a text because you want to make him feel good and you are sincere in your appreciation. Number three, there's no problem. There's no situation that he has to deal with. Again, it's just you wanting to send him good feelings, not be the problem solver and come in and, fix some kind of out of control situation. Not saying that men don't like to solve problems. In fact, men often do like to solve problems, and it's something that he'll naturally do if he sees an opportunity to. But sending him a text just introducing problems and making him feel overwhelmed is not going to be something that feels good. The text messages should be from a good place and send good emotions. That is the biggest, most important thing to always remember. So now that you know what not to do and what to do, I'm going to give you some examples and illustrate why these examples work so you can have a firm understanding of how to send a good text. So let's begin. I don't think anyone makes me laugh as much as you do. This text works because it's appreciating his sense of humor, and it's also appreciating him in general and the good feelings he gives you. Men want to make you feel good, and you're saying that he does. The next, you are going to want to really pay attention to this one because it's something that a lot of women will send, and the good news is it's okay. I wish we were together right now cuddling. Now, here, what are you doing? You're creating a mental picture and a fantasy. You are describing some kind of situation. You can really use this for any situation that you want to give him and make him think about something positive, something good, something where you're connected. So this paints a picture and gives his mind room to think about things. Who knows what he'll think about, but you're giving him that good mental picture and fantasy. The next thing is that you are giving good vibes, and it's not really asking him to reply or fishing for a response. See, you're saying, I wish we were together right now cuddling. You're not saying, I want you to say this to me. I want you to respond and tell me how much, you love me, etc., etc. You're simply just saying something to him. You're sending it out in the ether. You're making him feel appreciated and good. The next, thinking about you really does brighten my day. What does this show? That you appreciate him and that he makes you happy, which is exactly what you want to do. You are transmitting good, positive vibes. The next, you're the most interesting person I've ever met. What does this accomplish? Well, it shows you're intrigued by him and care about his unique personality and self. You are literally showing him that you are interested in getting to know him. You don't just care about him being in a relationship with you for some reason that it'll fulfill some void in your life, but you actually appreciate him and his nature. The next text, nobody understands me like you do. It shows that you have a special bond and that he gets you and that you appreciate it. It really accomplishes a lot of what I described above. So I hope that these texts actually give you a really clear understanding of not only exact text to send, but how to send your own texts that apply to your unique situation. If you guys have some unique thing that you guys like to do, so let's say you like to watch movies on Friday nights, you instead of the cuddling text, you could say, I wish we were watching a movie right now, cozy in your bed. For example, that's actually an even stronger text because that's going to apply to your unique situation and appreciate your unique connection and your relationship. That's what you always want to do. You want to look at your relationship. You want to look at what you appreciate and what makes you feel good that he does and kind of tie that all together and then send texts that accomplish all of that. And the more you do that, the better he'll feel about your relationship and he'll probably text you more. But even if he doesn't respond, you have to always remember this. You can't be upset because he doesn't respond because that will defeat the entire purpose of what I'm trying to tell you. Do not send texts thinking that if he does not respond, he doesn't appreciate it. For all you know, he's smiling at his phone, but that is not what you are sending the text for. You feel it, you appreciate it, and you say it. You send it out into the ether and leave it in a positive vibe. Don't sit there waiting and wondering and hoping and dreaming for him to respond. I cannot even explain how many women and people I know that do this, that sit there and wait and analyze and wonder, why is he not responding? Why? Maybe he just read it and liked it and just didn't feel a need to reply because he just had the positive experience of reading it. The positive energy of the text was already transmitted to him. He felt it. Do not assume that because he does not reply that he doesn't feel it. Him replying is not why you're sending the text. Please, I know that it sounds obvious, but never forget that because it'll really help your mentality, your texting, and how he feels when you text. Because trust me, whether you think he does or not, men know when women are texting and it's some kind of thing where they need some reply. Maybe it won't be obvious in the first text, but it will be eventually. So, finally, like I say in all my videos, I want you to have the kind of love life you really, really want. And the attached article, the link is in the description below, has over 50 of the very best texts to make him smile and miss you. So check those out because they're all great and work really well. And you can check out VixenDaily.com to get real world answers to just about any love advice question you have so you're never confused by men or relationships again. And if you liked this video, please leave a thumbs up. It really helps me out. And for more videos like this, subscribe to our channel on YouTube. Okay, bye.